10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The sophisticated, smooth operator.
Unless you forget your manners.
Podcaster extraordinaire.
We are the Grizzly.
We don't play games, we don't sugarcoat. If you can't take it, you shouldn't have never walked through the door. Grizzly maulings take place weekly. And as long as you keep it sophisticated, you won't be the next victim.
ABC, 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 ABC.
Well, you must be crazy. That shit you talking. Think it's all about you, bitch. Keep on walking. For real, fuck your feelings. Ain't nobody got time to cater to you and that rabbit ass money.
This is the Abolish bullshit. Council stylish. The court is now in session.
Dumb shit happens every day.
For real.
We abolish dumb shit without delay. Insanity is accepted as the norm. Prepare for this judicial quiet storm.
This is the Abolish bullshit. Council stylish. The court is now in session.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the ABC Council. We got the judges on screen right now. We got my man JB. We got Bass Ghost, and we may have a few more judges pop in a little bit later, everybody. But right now, we got the big dogs on screen right now. We got the main biters, because you know what, we're gonna cheer your ass up and spit you out tonight. If we find it to be bullshit, understand who you're looking at on screen. The extraordinary Mr. Mass Creator himself, the host of the Grown Man Click podcast. That's Mr. JB, and the man extraordinaire, Mr. Bass himself, the number 2 smellier on the planet. That would be Mr. Bass Ghost. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Sophisticated Grizzly, the ABC Council, and tonight we got a couple of things. And here's the thing. A few of us may have to play this right here after we hear some of what we hear tonight.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That was all right.
Yes, because we about to hear some shit. So exhibit number 1, this is a rehash. This is the first time we're gonna get a repeat on the Grizzly, everybody. So the first thing on the docket, let's bring in the gavel. Would be this shit that we played last week.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's giving a little studious. Maybe you read books on vacation as opposed to maybe, it's just giving studious to me.
Like his outfit?
Mm-hmm. Just the whole vibe. I like the glasses. I actually really do, but it's definitely giving very book reader when I want to maybe turn up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's honest.
So I guess basically what you're saying is my outfit seems like I read a lot of books. Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say your outfit, just the whole vibe gives a very you're more into maybe staying in, reading books, very kind of that. Yeah, I guess I'm not.
I mean, you're an author.
Yeah, I'm an author. But, I mean, but
He's an author.
But-
It's giving author. It's giving author. And
Guys, are we officially done with stupid ass women?
Yeah, because if
Well,
he
I've
reads,
been done since
if he
85.
reads, yeah, if he reads, she don't.
Yeah. And I think JB pointed this out to me. The girl standing next to her was looking at her the whole time like, you are a disgrace to the black female race. Like, now here's the thing. Not being attracted to somebody, that's one thing.
Right.
Everybody, you're not gonna find everybody attractive. That's absolutely fine. Sometimes it don't matter how much money you got, what companies you own, what if they're not feeling you, they're not feeling you. And I would much rather you not deal with me than to just deal with me because of what I have. I want you to deal with me for who I am. And if you're not vibing with who I am, stay away. I'm cool with that. But all of that extra shit, like you look like you read books on vacation, you don't like you read one in school. Away from school, I guarantee you, if I put a magazine in front of this woman, she couldn't get a whole paragraph out. And I might be wrong. She may be an avid reader. But Jet Magazine ain't, and I love Jet Magazine. Shout out to Jet Magazine, but that's not reading, sweetie. But fellas, that was that one right there. It seems to be easy, but what say you? Are we done with the stupid shit like that? Are we just done with pop the fucking balloon?
I mean, it's
pop her forehead.
It's all right if you want it for a guilty pleasure. I'm not going to abolish pop the balloon.
Yeah,
I'm just I'm abolish the buffoonery that come out of some of these people's mouths, sounding like a reverse Ron Burgundy. Remember, he was like,
Damn.
Yeah,
I have a library with many books. Love about it.
Right.
Trying to come on the Veronica Cornerstone, but now reading is not fundamental.
I guess not. It's not fun to her mental.
Because, it's so funny. The thing about that is that if he would have had on a pair of jeans, pair of Timbs, a hoodie, they would have said he was underdressed.
Right.
You're not going to win, because it's like that one clip. I don't know whether you saw it or not, but it was on Joe Budden's podcast where they were all sitting around and he said, "Look, this video," and the video was this white man saying, women are never finished, or women never are never satisfied. They never know when the end of something is. They want to keep it going. Right. And so as soon as the video finished, the girl said, "Is that it?"
I was just wanting more.
I was expecting more. And Joe Budden turned and went, "That's the point."
That's kind of the point.
It's kind of the point, you no matter what we do, there's always gonna be that one that's gonna find one more thing.
One more thing, Jackie.
Satisfaction.
It's always one more damn thing. And man, look, I'm tired of it. Are we abolishing stupid this dumbass woman?
She gone.
Okay, ma'am. You have officially. You need to stay in the house, learn how to read, and take some time and soul search. You're abolished. So, fellas, the next thing on the docket, unfortunately, we are going to have to use the dirty word. Let's bring it up. Fellas, I did not know that because I'm fat because of racism. Did you know that? Why black people fat? Well, she thinks so.
When we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Woo, JB. JB, what say you, sir?
Go ahead, JB.
I have nothing to say because I have no scientific fact to prove that she's wrong. But just going off the simple sense and sensibilities that God created with her, to me, if 250-pound people go into a gym and they follow the same regimen, same eating habits, there may be a slight fluctuation in the amount of weight they lose, but it won't be one loses 100 pounds and the other loses 4 if you're all both sticking to the same regimen, no matter how fast your metabolism is, no matter how much you burn fat, there's going to be maybe a slight to negligible difference.
Exactly. But
to say that I'm black and I'm fat, I'm black, that's why I'm fat, is not anywhere. I just got a little dumber listening to that shit.
Yeah, right. and ladies and gentlemen, welcome Judge Jay into the courtroom. Judge Jay, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, Jay?
And see, I'm pretty sure the last one was going to be would absolutely be offensive to Judge Jay. Judge Jay, did you know that the fact that we're fat, I did not know that racism was the reason that I got chubby.
Huh?
Did you know that?
Wait, what?
Let me tell you.
When we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
I saw one woman trying to shake her head yes to that shit. Did you notice that?
Listen, the diet don't work because you're not dedicating yourself to it. Like, you're not putting yourself on a strict diet. You're not doing exactly what they're doing. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. Nobody's big boned. Everybody's bones are the same.
Pretty much the same damn size.
It's all about lifestyle.
Right.
Abolish
and here's
already.
Real quick though, if you're struggling to make ends meet, you seem to not have a problem making the one end of the steak meet your lips.
That part.
I'm just saying, people that struggle to make ends meet might be a little bit slight around the waist.
Mm-hmm.
Your ends seem like they've been meeting. Well, I mean, the end of your knees been meeting the front of the table. I mean, mine's too. I'm not talking more shit to you than I would talk about. Look here. I'm chubby because I had zero self-control when it came to what I was eating. It has nothing to do with a white man. It ain't got nothing to do with, and it has everything to do with choice. Zero self-control when it comes to food.
Al Sharpton. If you look at Al Sharpton, as big as he was, did his bones shrink when he lost the weight?
No. His head got bigger, but
no, his head is still the same size. But I mean, the whole idea is that his bones ain't shrink.
No, he
wasn't big boned. He was fat. That is fat on your exoskeleton.
That's it. That's
it. We know that, but people are quick to say, "Oh, I'm big boned." Shut up. No, you're not.
Mm-hmm. So I guess you're heavy structure
like big
too,
T-bones.
Yeah, that's the only bone that you like, a big ass T-bone. Brother Bass, what about you? What we have not heard from our resident Brother Bass yet. What about you? Because I've been seeing you shaking your head the whole time.
Bruh, it's a perfect example of some people talk just to talk.
Right.
That woman's size ain't got nothing to do with racism. And like it was well said before I opened my mouth, it all comes down to choice.
Betty Red, Realistic Vibes. Yeah, that's it. It all comes down to choice. Ms. Red Lipstick Vibe, if you didn't catch the last video, apparently some of us more swollen folk in the crew, we're swollen not because of overeating, not because of bee stings or anything like it. It's apparently racism's fault that we got fat. So damn it, chalk another thing up to racism. Damn it, we can't even be healthy because of this shit. Think this some shit. But yeah. So everybody, are we in a point of she shook her head? So are we at a point where we are abolishing this woman and that idea?
Yes.
Everybody, we all say aye, and
aye.
Yes.
Aye.
And she put excuses. Abolish.
Exactly. Excuses.
So, ma'am, I'm not sorry. This is you're all right. All right, let us reset the docket.
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
So, what is the next one coming up? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Red Lipstick Vibes. This is one of her favorite videos because I've already shared it with her, and I love you so much. I need you to see it again.
Paying bills is a man's job. A man's job. A man's job. A man's job. Paying bills is a man's job. Paying bills is a man's job. Paying bills is a man's job. A man's job. A man's job. A man's job. A man's job.
First and foremost, we can press the edges. All of that gel just cooling out. Yeah, no, ma'am. Okay, so if that is a man's job, if that is a man's job, then what is your job?
Why you got a job if it's a man's job?
Trying to control that weave that was running away from her.
Just dumb. Just
You're
dumb.
right. You're right.
Just,
hold on.
That motherfucker was flying.
Well, she holding on to that bitch for dear life. That was definitely not a lace front.
Look more like a lace back.
Ma'am, wait, hold on. What's Realistic Vibe say?
That part.
Wash your hair. And she ain't even on that. You lazy heifer. My thing about it is, okay, let's break it down real quick. If paying bills is a man's job and you out here working too, what the fuck are you doing with your money?
Buying bad weed.
Well, apparently she ain't buying. Yeah, she's definitely buying. You know what? I just thought about, maybe she's right, because apparently she don't make enough to get a good one. So paying bills must be gotta be your man's job.
2 minutes after the video, her phone gets cut off and her lights go out because she doesn't pay bills because that's a man's job.
Man's job, yeah. But here's the thing: you saying paying bills is a man's job, but ma'am, is that every man's job or your man's job? And if it's your man's job, what's your job? If it's your man's job to pay if paying bills is his job, outside of the job he already does at his job. So all he's doing, this is all he's doing is working. So he's working for the job, and then he comes home and part of his job is to make sure your bills. What are you doing?
No, the question is, does she have a man?
Probably not. Probably not unless he's the one snatched out them edges. I mean, the thing, the edges like they got like that for a reason. They must have been sweat out, But yeah. So, family, we I think we might all be in agreement with this one. Are we just officially done with this just dumb shit? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a man's job and get rid of her ass.
Yeah. Abolishing heifers is a man's job. So yeah, so we don't have a whole lot of stuff on the docket tonight. Let me see what this
White
one is.
people think that we're just
Okay, now we're getting a little deeper into the conversation. Is going to do a little something different because everybody has heard of the situation. Most of us have heard of the situation with the young fellow Carmelo Anthony and what happened and the tragic passing of the young man that that was stabbed. But so many different stories are coming out about the situation. But what I did want to play, this one might be a little bit disturbing because I want you to hear the verbiage that is used to describe this 16-year-old boy. Okay. Now remember, he's a 16-year-old kid. He's an honor student. We shouldn't even have to put all of his damn credentials out there like he's interviewing for a job. But you got to say that stuff because so many people want to paint this young man as a monster, as a villain, as whatever. And once again, there's a young man that was unalived, and that's tragic. But the situation is not as black and white as people want to paint it out to be. So I want to play this video, but listen to what the brother is saying, but listen to what the white man says as well, and see what you feel about how he's speaking about this young man.
The young man approached him with his brother, threatening Carmelo to move out of a spot that was not assigned to anybody. Where Carmelo was sitting, he had a right to be sitting. There was no assigned seating anywhere in the stadium that excluded students from sitting in certain areas. Then when they went to Carmelo, he was threatened by both brothers. And he told them, "Don't put your hands on me." And they threatened to put their hands on him. And he told them, "If you put your hands on me, watch what happens." The white kid, in this case, punched Carmelo in the face. He didn't push him, he punched him in the face. And then that young man defended himself, and unfortunately, a young student lost his life. But Charles, in the state of Texas, you have a right to stand your ground, and if you are the victim of a vicious attack, you can use deadly force if necessary to protect yourself and your life, to stop you from becoming a further victim of an assault or a crime. Why is this young man in jail when he didn't start it? He didn't approach anyone. They approached him. They used profane language toward him. They threatened him and then assaulted him, and he defended himself. Why is he in jail? He's defended himself from a vicious attack and assault. So this young man, in my opinion, should not be in jail. Teach your children. Keep your hands to yourself. That's what needs to be taught here. And to tell this young brother to give up your seat, give me your seat, this ain't no damn Rosa Parks era.
I rarely say this, Quanell. I sometimes internalize it, but shame on you. How absolutely despicable for you to sit here and try to draw this false equivalency between Rosa Parks and this scumbag murderer, right? Shame on you for living a life defined by make-believe racial grievance that you seek a pulpit to lie to people. And let's talk about those lies. Even if you assume everything that is coming out of the Carmelo Anthony camp, even if you assume all of that is true, under the laws of the state of Texas, he is still absolutely guilty of murder, period. Like, you can assume all the fabrications are true. It's still murder, right? You do not have a right to use deadly force in response to a shove or a punch. Now, mind you, all the witness statements are saying it was a shove that was goaded, but let's assume everyone's lying and this murderer is telling the truth. You still can't, because the scenario, what you're advocating for, and pulling Rosa Parks into, is that every time someone walks through a club and someone shoves them or bumps them, you can pull out a knife and stab them.
Thank you for cutting him short.
Well, you got to have that was a Vikram stretch to stretch that into. First of all, that man made one statement about Rosa Parks, and it wasn't about making Carmelo Anthony like the equivalent to Rosa Parks.
Right.
But of course, he cherry picked because homie was making a point. But the description of the young man. Did you notice he never one time used that boy's name?
Yep.
The whole time, scumbag murderer. Now,
You know he wanted to say something else.
of course he did. He wanted to, but he
He
got his
can't.
ass whooped
Well,
right there.
he said it. He said it point blank, blatantly. He said, "I internalize it."
Yeah, yeah.
You're not
But tell
gonna
me
say
something though. Do y'all remember anybody calling this person a scumbag murderer?
nope. He needed help.
He
needed
needed.
therapy.
He was having mental issues. What about this one?
Oh Lord.
Do anybody remember? Was he being called a scumbag murderer? Because you know this
He
is the
also
picture
had
that
mental
they paint.
issues.
You see, that's the picture that they paint, but they don't ever want to paint that one.
Right.
No, they don't want to paint that one. To the point to where there are people trying to take down this young man's, I believe, GoFundMe or something like that. There's a lawyer trying to get his GoFundMe taken down. Yet, because we're supporting him, so the young man to this day, because they always say black people don't step up to each other, that young man, Carmelo Anthony, to this day has raised $400,000. He's almost at
Well,
a $500,000.
didn't people raised it for
The
him
people,
because
yeah, the
he
people,
was
yeah,
in
the people,
jail,
yeah,
so he
yeah,
couldn't do it himself. It was.
yeah.
This is the whole idea.
Mm-hmm.
They're always going to rationalize their pain and suffering to that it's more egregious what happens to them,
Right.
and they're not giving the true story and the true nature of everything that happens to us.
Not at all. At all. Because
That's why they're trying to rewrite history. That's why they're trying to debunk slavery. That's why they're trying to do all these things that we know are true to make themselves feel better about their despicable scumbag behavior.
Right. And of course, we're supporting Carmelo, and they're calling us all kinds of evil bastards and thugs. We even got the Raccoon Squad coming out, the Coonage Soldiers coming out, defending, the situation, calling the black young man. And it's funny how they say all of that shit unless it's one of their kids, and then they want to go fund me for their kids. But God forbid if I wear a shirt like that. God forbid if I wear a Free Cow shirt. God forbid I wear something like that. Because once again, the young man was defending himself. Now, people try to say it was premeditated. We don't know what was in that young man's mind. We have no idea. So I can't say yay or nay. What we do know is he has been bullied all the way up to that point. So you could probably say, maybe he did. You could probably say he just wanted to be safe for once. He just wanted to be safe. And he, I don't know. We weren't there. I can't say that he pulled it out to try to scare them. I don't know. I have no idea. All we know is the reports is that the young man was getting bullied by two 6'1", 210-pound twins. Carmelo is, I think, maybe like 160, 140 pounds. So do the math on that. And both of the young men, both of the boys, the twins are football players. And so we can do the math on how that was going to turn out in a physical altercation. But
It's only great for them.
Of course.
I just watched I was on YouTube and they were talking about these children who were murderers. Like the Menendez kids and some other children, of the other race. And it's not all of them. It's just some. But they tried to claim that these kids had mental illnesses. They should not be jailed. They should be put in some type of hospitalization, getting therapy. All of these wonderful, great things to rehabilitate these children and find out why they acted the way that they acted.
Right.
There was an incident, y'all might remember this, of a black kid in school who was legally mentally ill. He
Mm-hmm.
had an IEP. I think he was on I think he had some form of autism and some other things.
I think I
And he
know
was
where
a
you're going.
kid. The lady took his Twitch from him
Mm-hmm.
and he spazzed. And it wasn't in a malicious way that he did it. He is legally mentally ill. He did not know how to respond to that and lashed out. In lashing out of that, no, he did not kill her. He gave a good 3-piece and a biscuit, but he did not kill her. Yet they threw this man in, this little boy
Yeah.
in jail.
Yeah.
Versus the other kids, they eventually got sentenced, but they were playing that mental illness card. While the one little boy looked dead in the judge's face and was just like, and asked him, the judge asked, "Why are you laughing?" He said, "Because y'all have no idea who y'all messing with." I said, and that
Mental illness.
is
That
mental
sounds
illness.
like maliciousness to me.
He
And
plotted what he did. He assaulted this was, you probably remember this one too. He and a few other friends broke into this lady's house, assaulted her and her daughter, killed
Right.
them. I think the little girl passed away, but the mother survived, or vice versa. Either way, there was victims that didn't, survive.
Right.
And we're trying to say that they didn't mean it. They were kids being kids.
Kids being kids.
Well, you remember when they tried to get that guy, throwing him in jail or get mad at him because the people broke in his house and he unalived them in his house.
Right.
And they said you didn't have to use that deadly force. How do you know what? And this is the whole idea. How do you know intent when people are in your house? If they're bold enough to come in your house, who says they're not bold enough to unalive you?
Right. Right. At
So
what point
if
did
they're
we?
facing you,
Yeah.
they weren't running away. If
Yeah.
they're facing you and coming towards you,
Yeah. I mean, at what point do we have the right to just defend ourselves? Like, it's almost like every single time we get to a point to where enough is enough. I mean, it even prompted me. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. It'll probably be too long to play up here, but I put a video up in the group, in the page on the ABC chat, because last night when I heard that video that I just played of that man calling that young man a scumbag murderer,
and he knows all the facts of the trial because he's read the depositions and everything. He's talked to all the witnesses, so he knows exactly what's going on. Hell no.
Right. Yeah,
So
exactly.
again, if the one boy that was unalive was one of us, and
No.
the surviving child was one of them, would we
Right.
still have that same energy?
Oh no, hell no. You know it wouldn't be. Now we would be, marching and talking and walking and all this other shit, and they would be like, well, guys, I mean, he comes from a broken home and he comes from a bad, he needs a little bit. Now they're painting Carmelo like he comes from a broken home. He comes from a 2-parent household. The young man has a 3-point something GPA or something. He's a highly intelligent young man.
Never been in trouble, never been arrested.
Right. And it's crazy how we always got to read out our Carfax so that we don't have to look like a criminal, as opposed to somebody actually being a criminal and them giving the benefit of the doubt before anything. And this is the thing that drives me crazy. Go ahead, brother.
With us, it only takes one time.
Oh yeah. And see, even in defense of your own life, you're wrong. Even in defense of your own life, like this brother on this podcast right here, and if you guys get the name of his podcast is on the video, so you get a chance to check out his podcast. It's actually pretty dope. But I want to play this video as he gives a really good description of exactly what I was feeling last night. Here we go.
White people think that we're just supposed to sit by and allow them to brutalize us.
Oh no.
So us standing up for ourselves, us acting in self-defense, that's a crime to them. Now let me make a parallel, right? Because Twitter is full of bots. They're trying to paint this young man as a savage, but the real way we respond is by supporting, and the way we support is make sure that he has the best lawyer in the country.
Facts.
Right? Darren Wilson. officer who killed Mike Brown. No problem when everybody donated to his GoFundMe.
Right.
George Zimmerman had a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Rittenhouse had a GoFundMe. No issues there. Now that black people are coming out and putting their money up in support, same thing y'all do. When it's on tape that you dead ass wrong and y'all still support your own. Now they trying to say it's fraud. They all this like white people. Fucking white lawyer is trying to get the fundraiser taken down and all this type of shit. But the thing is this: they don't like that we are. See, this is what they used to niggas doing.
Yeah.
Is finding fault with him. They used to us siding with them and finding fault. Oh, no matter what was happening, this is what they want niggas to say. No matter what was happening, he shouldn't have got stabbed. Nobody should have been harmed. Oh, but it's okay to bully us.
Yeah.
And you thought you and your brother, and then now you done died in your brother's arm. Shit happens. Huh? I'm not in a position to have any empathy for this anymore. I'm tired of trying to look at both sides of situations. I'm trying to be understanding. I'm tired of us trying to find fault within ourselves when all we should be doing is defending ourselves.
Facts.
If you're defending yourself, how can you be in the wrong?
Okay.
But the way that America looks at these things is that no, that's what we do, guys. That's what we do. We brutalize you. We bully you. We provoke you. And then the second that you stand up for yourself, we'll paint you as the villain. Well, that's not happening because black people know the playbook too well. Y'all run the same plays over and over. And this time, instead of letting the voices of black America be loud to take the side of white people, the voice of black America be loud in support of Carmelo Anthony, as they should be.
Using their laws against them is something that they weren't expecting.
Right.
And when when you know the law, and when you're in a stand your ground state, because the technicalities that got George Zimmerman off was the stand your ground laws.
Right. Texas is one of those places.
Unarmed, he was an unarmed black male who he said he was afraid for his life because he approached him. When we all know he was the aggressor. Yeah.
Right.
And this is exactly the same type of situation, except for they're reversing it on us, like saying he should have sat down, put his hands on his lap, and let them beat and wail on him until the cops came, and the cops would have more than likely thrown him in jail.
What did you do to provoke it?
The instigator.
Yeah. What did you do to provoke it? But you know who bothers me the most?
We cannot win.
But you know who bothers me the most? The Coon Squad. The black people out there defending and calling this young man a murderous beast, a monster, a dusty Negro. I mean, they called this young man everything but Carmelo Anthony. And they're sitting back calling the people that are defending this young man, talking about, hey, we're going to go to his GoFundMe account. We want to send money to him to make sure that he gets a great lawyer. Well, you guys are idiots. You guys are fools. Like, you sitting up here defending this murderer, but they don't have any of that smoke for this guy. But see, this is one of the reasons why we as a community in many cases aren't respected, because we don't deal with these the way that we need to. Because there was a time when those couldn't speak. We didn't allow them to talk. They didn't have a voice. They didn't have an opportunity to say much of anything. But now,
platforms like this have given them balls.
Exactly. But
tiny and misguided, but they have them.
Exactly. Yeah, right. But Brother Bass, what about you, man? What do you think about this whole situation, my man?
You know what? You're not gonna believe this, but I'm not really. I haven't really followed the Carmelo situation. I'm just learning tonight that two twins, a set of twins, tried to take his seat from him, and apparently he pulled a knife and defended himself, and somebody wound up dying.
Yeah.
It's just ironic that it's a stand your ground state, but stand your ground apparently doesn't pertain to black people.
No.
Right.
No.
No,
It's
that
their
law was
law
not
to
made
protect
for us.
them
It was for them.
against. Yeah, it protects them when they hurt us.
Right.
Mhm.
But then we hurt them.
But when we do it, it's called
Yeah.
murder.
Right. Right.
That was that Texas?
Yep.
Yes. Texas.
Isn't that a red state?
Yeah.
I believe it is. Yeah.
Blood
Yeah.
red.
That's why I told my ex-girlfriend that I will not visit red states.
Right. You
That's
you
the
could,
I go to red states
I
for
will not.
short
I will
periods
not,
of time.
I will not do it.
You know
I've
what's
dealt
crazy?
with racism. I've dealt with racism here in Baltimore. So
Right.
no, I'm not going to pay my hard-earned money to go to a state and be treated like less of a man. No,
Exactly.
I'm not doing it.
If all things were being equal, why are there still sundown towns?
That's a good point. Things are not
Yeah.
equal.
Why isn't the federal government going into these cities and these little backwoods towns and clearing house of those ignorant, backward ass people?
Yeah.
Because you got somebody ignorant in the federal government.
Right.
That's backing that shit. But until see here's the thing, and we've all heard this saying. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Nope.
And see, when I said what I said, I have not finished. I'm going to put some finishing touches on the video. Shout out to Red Lipstick Vibes. She gave me some advice that what I'm going to do with that video. I'm going to post it. I might catch some heat for it, but I don't give a damn. But we're tired, man. Like in basis 60 something years of life. 60 something years of life. Brother, have you ever seen a moment where we didn't have to deal with this shit at all?
No.
Like, and JB, you're 57. In your 57 years of life, have you seen a moment in time from the moment you was born till the day that we talked today that we didn't have to deal with this shit?
No, it's always there.
Yep.
Yep. And Ms. J, I will never quote your age because I'm a gentleman. But in your years of life,
I don't care. Big 42. I'm proud. It's a lot of people that didn't make it to this age. I am so blessed.
that's
Amen.
what's up. In 42 years, have you
I'm
seen?
glad she
in
said
your
that
lifetime-
because I'm 58.
Oh, you right. 58 years. That's right. I don't want to be taking people's time away from them. But
Not
Ms.
earned.
J, and you're 42. Have you seen in your lifetime, from birth to today's conversation, have you ever seen a moment in time in history of this country that we didn't have to deal with this shit?
Not never. Not never.
Now we're talking about collectively. How many years is that?
That's a
Collectively. And here's the thing.
With
For
me and
four
base
damn near
130.
Yeah, it's more than
Thank you, JB. Thank you.
I'm
I'm 58 of it.
52. So you add 94 years with me between me and Jay.
58, and you said you 62, right?
Who's 62?
How old are you, base?
I am 67.
Oh, right. So we are close to 130 years together.
I'm afraid so.
What's up, Miss Shauna?
Yeah.
How you doing?
That wasn't
2 centuries.
I don't have no jabs tonight, base. I was just doing simple numbers on that.
Bro, hey, JB, you ain't doing it. Life is doing it.
That is
But
2
you know-
centuries
Yeah.
worth of I'm fucking tired.
Right.
Tired.
We're tired.
Good
And
evening,
here's
Sean.
the thing. What's up, Miss Shauna? How you doing? Welcome to the
Shauna.
Grizzly. But we are officially, we've been tired.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Now I forget what the damn boy's name is. I try not to think of his ass. The Hispanic man that thinks he's a white man that just went after damn it, what's that? Was the fat black guy. What the hell's his name? Oh man.
You're
I know
talking so general right now. You got me
I know.
confused.
I'm trying to think of his damn name. His face I got his face in my head. I cannot think of his
What does
name.
he do? Is he a lawyer? Is he a doc? What?
So he's
Congress?
basically a white.
Not
He's a
mentioning his
white
name
supremacist.
he said.
Oh,
Mhm.
white
And
supremacy.
he's basically a white supremacist, and the black guy who he just went after is basically a well, he's one of them raccoons we was talking about, you know. Jason Whitlock, he was going after Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock is the black guy, and damn, I'm so like I'm so unbothered by that young man to where I can't even think of his name at the moment. Red Lipstick, if you still in here, please remind me of what that young man's name is. But he was just going after Jason Whitlock, talking about how he's a token in the white community because he gets an opportunity to say to black people what white people can't say, which is what Jason Whitlock has pretty much done his entire career. He's been the parrot for white liberal talking points. But he also said in that same speech that whites really don't want to live around blacks. They don't really want to. Like, every time you come around, you mess up the property value and this, that, and the third. And as I'm listening to that entire thing that he was saying, as I'm listening to it, I'm saying to myself, we didn't want to be around y'all. We built towns away from you. What did you do when we built these towns away from you? You drowned them, you burned them. And if you try to say, oh my God, that was so long ago, let it go. 1985, Philadelphia, you blew up city blocks because we were trying to take care of ourselves. And what did you do? You drown it, you blow it up because we're showing you we don't need you. So then the moment we move into the neighborhood, because we ain't got nowhere else to live, because you blew up my house, you blew up my block, you blew up the city I was in, you drowned it. So now when we move close to you, oh God, no, why do they have to be close to us? If you'd left us alone, we won't. Do you really think? Tell me something, Base. If you had an opportunity to live in an entire state full of upstanding black folk, would you purposely move around anybody else?
No.
What about you, JB? Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Before I answer that,
yeah.
How many black people control the property values on the neighborhoods? So if your property value is going down, it's because you've devalued it, because you don't think we add value. We didn't devalue it when we bought it. We bought it because we wanted to be in a better neighborhood.
Right.
So that's shame on you for not giving us the respect we deserve. Because, am I wrong? If anybody here buys a house, are you going to let it get run down? Are you going to let the grass grow too long? Are you not going to paint the shutters? Are you not going to pay your homeowner fees?
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of the house.
But in over almost 30 years, my mortgage ain't late.
This mortgage ain't late.
I see foreclosure signs and yellow letters on the white people's houses too. So
I've seen it many times.
Also, I would prefer. I wouldn't have a problem living somewhere where I'm valued and people are respectful of everyone in the community.
Right.
So if the place like that was to exist, which would be nirvana, so we're not going there, but it was,
we had.
I mean, yeah, we've had small doses of it where it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked too good.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea is that when you take those lawyers and doctors and you take those inventors and you take those scientists and move them out of their community, they suffer.
Into yours. Right.
They suffer.
Right. Because the black doctors, the black politicians, the black lawyers, the black owners, the black inventors, they were all living in Black Wall Street. They were all living in Rosewood. They were all living in these different places
A black
And-
woman had the first ring camera, basically.
Right. What's up, John?
Hey, John.
What is going on, everybody?
Not
How are
much.
you? How are you, my brother?
You know what? Thank God I'm alive and all is good. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen, my brother. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, brother John.
Wait, before you even start, let's just abolish the bullshit before it starts. I'm sorry, you have the
There it
right to
is.
remain silent now. You've been abolished. Okay, what was your?
my brother?
I'm afraid to ask as always, but what's your question?
I'm abolished. I ain't got nothing to say.
We hit it with the button, man. Once you abolish, that's it. The
Oh
questions
shit!
come
All
out.
right, well, okay.
There's no takesy backsies.
No takesy backsies, bro. We can't do it. Sorry. I mean, I guess you'll hear it at another point.
Hey, can we abolish the Baltimore City parking people?
The Baltimore, what have they done?
Yeah, whoever, I forgot the parking, the people that write tickets.
Oh, the meter
Oh,
maids?
the meter maids.
Yeah, man, I got pulled over Saturday for a registration problem. I got let go with a warning. Then the fucking day after in my neighborhood, I get a parking ticket for the same goddamn thing.
Mm.
I'm like,
Should have left a warning on your windshield.
why? So somebody can take why?
Because then the parking
They would know
person
that you already been told about it.
They can see that you've already been reported on it, and they can't reticket you for something that you have time to fix.
Yeah, you got double ticketed.
Yeah.
No, well, no.
Because
The other
thing
one,
is,
to
the
believe
cop
it or
didn't know,
not,
though. Yeah, the cop won't know that you got a warning the day before. He's just doing his job the next day.
Because the warning won't show up like as you have a violation.
yeah, yeah. But I was like, ain't that some fucking conspiratorial bullshit?
I think he came up with a new word. I don't think I've ever heard of
Spiritual.
conspiratorial.
I don't even know if it's a fucking word base, but it sounds
It is
good.
today.
Well,
It
sir,
is
as
today.
of tonight, it is.
Conspiritual.
I like
So
that.
I'll debate it. I'm gonna take the shit to court, so you'll see me on YouTube.
Hey, brother John.
I'm gonna plead. I'm just gonna tell him I'm a sovereign citizen. Fuck it.
Oh no, that's no.
Don't do that shit.
for you.
Don't do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yes,
Brother
base.
John, that's not going to work.
Well,
It's
it's funny. It's funny. Every single video that I've seen, none of them have valid. None of them have valid. They're driving without valid driver's licenses.
Yeah, because they say they're traveling. They're not driving.
How the fuck you don't?
Hey, brother John.
Yes, base.
I'm not gonna give away where I work, but
Right.
those sovereign citizens,
They pay their tickets.
they normally travel behind bars.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bullshit. Yeah, you don't have to tell me that. That's all. That's all. I see the video and I'm like, you assholes really think that's gonna fucking work?
Where do you live? United States of America.
I live on the incorporated island of Fuji Fucky somewhere. Or what?
Yeah, you might be subject to some mental evaluation, my brother.
Now, I was thinking about becoming a sovereign fisherman. That way I don't.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, fishing. Yeah, I don't need no fucking permit.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I wouldn't say that much.
Oh.
I do get my permit when I go fishing. I do have a permit when I fish.
No, you do. I've been stopped by the DNR or Fort Ranger, whatever the fuck, a couple times. So
Yeah,
it's
John,
worth.
that's because you were traveling in water.
And it's $7, so it ain't like it's like $7, so it's like
$7. What do you get? The old age special?
Oh shit!
The fuck?
Don't get fucked up, brother.
I just paid. What is it? 20 for the basic freshwater, and then 5 for the trout.
Well, it just went up then. I mean, I haven't been fishing in a while, so it must have went up.
Right.
Hey, John.
Yes.
That's why I fish in the supermarket. I don't get fined in the frozen food section
at all.
Yeah. Hey, that never fails.
But I do want to play this video, guys, because I'm pretty sure every single day, except for JB. Well, he's felt like this before, not now, but I'm pretty sure he's felt like this before. Jay, have any of you ever woke up like this?
We got work. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today. What? What's this? Uh-oh, I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It still happens.
Was that Me Too the musical?
No, I feel for. I mean, with the job I'm at now, that's not a problem because I love what I do. But I've had mornings where I'm like, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take care of this house, and then 10 hours later, I'm still thinking about it.
Right.
I don't know if that.
And it still happens to me because sometimes, you know, even though I'm doing something that I love, sometimes, you know how many times my lovey-dovey been all cozied up next to me and all warm, and I got get up at 6:30 in the morning to come over here.
Don't you hate that shit?
Don't you know the best time to make love to your significant other is 9:30 in the morning?
Oh yeah, when the hormones are raging.
Goddamn job. You sitting at the job, and the closest thing you come to intimacy is a fucking cup of coffee.
Right.
Now, sure,
you know that's
Terry.
scientific. That's scientific. Your body wants to have sex at 9:30 in the morning.
Have you ever thought about bringing her to work with you?
Hey man,
She got a job.
Okay, never mind. Hey.
Well, I'm sorry. Did you think Miss Sheila was a kept woman?
No, I'm not saying all that. I'm like,
Kept by a 2-income family.
She kept her job, is what she did.
She kept her job, and I kept working.
But you know what? I do want to play this video. So this is a funny one. This is a funny one. We probably not gonna stay here that much longer. This
wait a minute. We not abolishing that though. We not about that. That don't get abolished because
no. That right there. Now the victimhood, the white victimhood.
That get abolished.
We abolish white victimhood. Please shut the fuck up. Anybody in agreement?
Yes, but I don't want to do the work today.
Oh no, no. So this is for the trial. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm cool until I hit that little bump in the parking lot, and I'm like,
shit. Right. You get that feeling?
I'm here.
So,
right.
So the first one, we're abolishing the victimhood. I don't want to do work today.
I think we.
Amen, brother Bass and brother.
I think we should abolish doing work today.
Oh, no, we can't. No.
I gotta pay bills. We already had that video earlier today.
Yet. I gotta keep working.
But this next video I'm about to play, this one here is like I said, it's funny, but can we abolish these the tests? The stupid ass tests. We're gonna play this and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Would you rather kiss me or kiss the prettiest girl in the world for $1 million?
$1 million to kiss the prettiest girl in the world?
Yes.
Do I get $1 million if I kiss you?
No. You only get $1 million if you kiss the prettiest girl in the world.
Well, obviously I'd be the prettiest girl in the world and get $1 million. We'd be rich.
Yes, we would. But did you think to say, I'm the prettiest girl in the world?
But you're not. You're not. And that's okay. You're a solid 6. A high 6. And you're being selfish right now because we'd be $1 million richer.
Well, I don't even think you're a 6.
I don't care what you think I am. I pulled you. $1 million. You'd have to take one for
If
the
you
team.
would have just said, babe, you're the prettiest girl in the world, you could have kissed me and gotten $1 million. That's the loophole.
But you're not. Bruh.
Damn, that was savage.
All I see is
very
that's
entertaining.
promise. Because
Oh,
he
my
started
God.
off saying, "Can I kiss you?" Which meant to him she was the prettiest girl in the world. But she kept digging, and like we
Mhm.
all know, if you fuck around enough, you gonna
You'll
find out.
find it out. Exactly.
If she
So
would have just said, "That's so sweet, dear heart," yes, I'm the prettiest girl in the world.
right.
No, I want you to keep it a buck with me. I'm gonna kiss
Yeah.
the pretty girl. We need to go find this hoe.
Yeah.
Let's go find her.
Man,
We gonna be
look,
$1 million. Just a kiss.
look,
Just
man.
Yeah, it ain't like an indecent proposal.
Right.
No,
This
it's
is
a kiss. $1
and you
million.
on the forehead, on the cheek, boom, pow.
Yeah.
You get that choke kiss in the air. Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
can
you know
we
what?
can we
I
put
would,
to rest? Can we put
I
real quick?
would, I
Go
would
ahead, brother.
use
Go ahead.
some eloquence with it. I'd be like, well, you are the most beautiful woman in the world, and I would kiss you because I would be blessed 1 million times over.
I ain't saying that shit.
You some
But you
smooth
still-
ass
Let me tell you what. I'm gonna tell. Here's what I'm gonna
That's
say,
why
bro.
you
This is.
falling in love, base.
But see, see. Here's the
Writing
thing.
songs and shit. I know.
This is how you know
You be
that if a
talking.
man said his first thought, because you know how a lot of ladies say, "Just tell me the truth." Do you really want us? Because that's how we really talk.
No,
Ask our boys how we talk to them. If my boy ever came to me and said, "Hey man, you think I'm fat?" Yeah, you fat as shit. The fuck?
Yeah.
You looked at yourself today, right? That's how we talk to each other.
You looked in the mirror and it said to be continued. You fat.
Yeah.
No,
If you get on the scale and say, "Get the fuck off," you fat.
Hey, Grizz, that's why
What's
I
up?
wouldn't ask for the guy.
I already know what the guys will say. Go ahead, Jay.
I want to know if I'm asking.
Right.
Don't sugar nothing for me. Don't try to stroke my ego, none of that. Tell me.
I have done this shit, and I swear to God, that shit turned into World War 17.
Nope.
Because I was asked am I prettier than question?
You want an answer or the answer?
The answer. And so they asked me, of all women and of all the women you could pick, they asked me, do you think I'm prettier than Janet Jackson? Fuck no.
Yeah, no.
Bitch. Do you think you're prettier than Janet Jackson? Because I guarantee you lying to yourself if you thought you was.
If I came to you and said I cheated and I said it, and you said who was it with, and I said Janet Jackson, and I don't get a pass, I don't want to be married to you.
I'm high-fiving you at that point. Like, well, what else you get out of it? Did she
How
pay
you do that? Like, how you do that?
I'm sorry. I drink a cup of Janet Jackson bathwater after the damn show.
Listen, I need details on that, baby.
She the pleasure principled all night long, and I'm be like,
Man, look. Let me tell you something. Now one thing I will say is
I'd eat up belly button.
I'm down. I'm down like 1,000% where I'm at. But my God, please don't let Layla Hathaway ever ask, can she sing to me?
It's
I
just
be
a song.
on her lap
right.
like a little boy.
It's a song.
Man, I'm gonna be sucking my thumb. That woman sing to me. That singing to me. Now we ain't talking about nothing else. We ain't talking about we talking about her standing in front of me, singing in the Layla voice. And ain't nobody got no voice like that.
No, nobody got a voice like
Nobody
that.
sound like Layla Hathaway. She's singing to me.
Hey, Grizz, I'd be sucking her
thumbs.
And,
Listen.
and more than that.
Hey, look, you ain't getting me killed. But I will.
Listen.
I will.
Listen.
Go ahead.
No, I'm
Go
talking
ahead.
about me, the single guy.
Yeah, that's Mufasa walking here right now. Babe,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I just need this one hall pass.
Who,
You know what?
Mufasa?
You're not even just look at me. Just talk. Say your
Listen.
ABC in your
Chubby.
actual native tongue. Say your ABCs. I'm good.
Chubby Janet, skinny Janet, Janet who don't
Muscular
show
Janet.
skin no more. I don't
All
care.
Janets.
Look at
Janet gets it.
From asshole to elbows.
Toes to her nose.
Whoa.
Hey, bruh.
I
The
kiss
thing,
her mama.
but my question is,
I kissed
why
your daddy.
ask that question? Right?
Damn.
Why ask me that question? No. Why ask me that question if you gonna get mad?
I'm
The
here,
damn
Jay.
truth.
You want to
Because
hear the
first
lie.
of
You
all,
didn't hear the
we
lie.
talking about Janet motherfucking Jackson. And I didn't even say that with the. I had to put it with a V in that. Janet motherfucking Jackson.
Motherfucker.
Do you even, ma'am? Do you even understand? I had a poster of this woman on my
She
wall.
made the Grown Man Click commercial this week. Come on now.
Do you understand? Do you even understand? This is, man. Look, and then she says, "Well," and of course it was the shit after that. Like, you know, hey baby, you feel like going to lunch? Why don't you take Janet to lunch?
Bitch, you don't care what I can't take Janet to lunch. And
If I could, I wouldn't have asked you. If I could take Janet Jackson to lunch, we wouldn't even be talking. This the last conversation we had was the last one we had.
Hey, have you seen? You know, it's a couple. I can't remember their names, but they on the Chase and Mellow videos is the other couple that's be on the Chase and Mellow little videos they have.
I may have seen it.
Have you seen the thank you video that they did where they were on the elevator and the girls Chase Mellow sneezed? She was the guest on their video. And Mellow sneezed and she said, and he said, bless you. And she said, thank you. And he goes home and he opens the door for his girl and she goes, thank you. so then he goes to, she can't read something in the cabinet. And he reaches up, grabs it, gives it to her, and she turns to him, thank you. Imitating the girl. And then he gives her an engagement ring. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. It's like, well, you can't help but be that petty.
Bruh, look, I have had a girl that I was dating get mad at me for grabbing something off the shelf for somebody.
Yeah, they don't like that
I
shit.
grabbed something off the shelf. The lady
No,
said,
you
thank
can
you.
do
I
that.
appreciate it. She walked off. I'm walking off with her. And she's like, so you just helping everybody? What the fuck is you talking about? So, I mean, you didn't see me standing there? I said, yeah.
Did I grab her ass when I gave her the jar of mayonnaise? What?
Bro, you want to talk about the confused? There was literally question marks popping up around my head
Yeah,
because
'cause
I
you
had
don't
no
even see
clue what was happening.
Chivalry is blind. When you
Hey,
just
Chris.
doing something because you was raised right.
Right. What's up, John?
So I got something that I think we should abolish.
What's that, bro?
Rich, hold on now. Rich white bitches that have nothing better to do than to go to fucking outer space for 10 minutes and act like they did something for mankind.
John,
we ain't got to vote on that.
Yeah. Fuck those NASA wannabe bitches.
Wait, you got Dale's up there too.
John, you racist bastard.
I don't give a fuck.
It was only
I don't
two black
give
girls
a
on the trip.
fuck. All of them, base, all of them. I'm equal opportunity on this one, base.
Hey, when
It's
that
a one-time
girl got
item
off
drink.
that damn spaceship, it went one small step. I wonder.
That bitch, where did she take a step to? Out the door?
I'm like, you ain't walk on the moon, bitch. What are you
You
talking?
ain't took a step no fucking where. You ain't even been on a stair stepper. Shut the fuck up. You ain't done shit.
I just can't believe I can't believe people are actually giving them all that fucking attention.
Hey, John.
I don't get that bull. And they did nothing for humanity. They just took a 10-minute trip.
Hey, John.
Yes, Space.
You know what? They get all my respect because when I get on the elevator and the door don't open, I panic like a bitch. So I would not be going in outer space. I'd be up there. You would see the first P in outer space. Hey, JB, you see my urine going like this.
First of all,
my yellow urine.
I don't even get on planes, so I ain't
I'm
going
not,
to no
look,
fucking rocket ship.
I am not going to no fucking outer space, inner space, side space.
They get an A+ for bravery, but
Absolutely.
after that, that's it.
Because here's the scary part. What's not scary is outside in space. What's scary is trying to visit the bottom of that ocean and seeing the fucking aliens down there.
Hey,
That's
Grizz.
the shit you need to be scared of. What's up, bro?
Hey, Grizz, I would have to come back to Earth, live in a cave because I'll be up there. I would forever be known as
the guy
that said the guy that said in a high pitched voice, "Bring it down, bring it down." I don't want to go.
Why you get on that damn rocket ship? I'm sorry. I ain't getting on no more fucking planes. I tell you.
Hey, JB, what they say? I was playing.
Unless one of my children called me and said, Dad, I need you right now. It'd be a cold day in hell before I get on a plane.
You would never fly again, brother.
I dislike it that much that I would row a boat to my kids, but if they need me in an emergency, I will suck it up. Like the last time I went on a plane was when my sister's husband passed away, and we had to go memorialize him down in Texas.
Hey, bro.
That's the last time I flew, and guess what? That's the longest flight I ever had, and it's the last longest flight I'll ever be on. I was asking them, is there any way I could just like take a train back? Because I don't have to be to work anytime soon. I work for myself. I take a train back. They like, we can't get a refund on the ticket. So I just
I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Would you rather take a plane or take a submarine safely to the center of the planet and see this motherfucker?
Oh hell! What the fuck?
That's
what
a
the
squid.
hell?
That's the
That ain't
largest
no damn
in the world.
squid.
Yeah, it is. That's the largest squid in the world.
Guess what?
And it's deep sea, so you'll never see it. But in most of the time, when they actually saw him on the surface, that one right there is a juvenile. That's not even a full grown.
Well, this is the whole idea. Did it see me? Because if it didn't see me and I saw it, we in good standing.
We sound like we abolishing a lot of shit tonight.
Bruh, I'm telling you, I'm not afraid of seeing some shit. I'm afraid. I'm not even afraid of flying.
It's a goddamn trip to go see it.
Yeah.
Look, man. Here's the thing.
You don't know what the motherfucker with the steering wheel got on his mind.
No. You don't.
Hey, JB.
Yeah.
I would end it in 2 words. Fuck that.
That's pretty much it.
But see, I'm a water person. I'm not afraid of the water. I can swim. I love the water.
I ain't scared of
You
water.
can put me in a submarine and show me all kinds of shit like that, and I'll be like, it can't get in here, right?
Let me say this thing.
I'm a water person. I get in the bathtub. I'm a bad motherfucker.
Look, let me help you understand something. If I'm ever in the water and this motherfucker tickles my foot.
Yeah, but you said I'll be in a submarine.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, but like I said, some of them have come to surface. I'm going home. I'm going home to glory. That's the last time you shall see me. That's it.
Now, Grizz,
what's up?
You have to articulate. Is that a submarine sandwich?
No, well, I mean, you can go down there with a submarine sandwich and bring them motherfuckers.
No. I mean, go to a cafe and eat a submarine sandwich.
Oh no, we're talking about getting in a deep sea submarine, nuclear
He
submarine.
ain't going. He just saying he ain't going, basically.
Yeah. Because
wait, how big was that squid?
Hey, Grizz.
That squid. Wait a minute, let me see. I'm going to pull it up right now. That is I forget what the name of that goddamn.
That's about 100 feet long, ain't it?
Yeah. It's actually, no,
I
think it's 30. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see.
30 feet long or something. Yeah, it's big as shit.
I wouldn't get in that motherfucker if it was parked on North Avenue.
Listen. Calamari not all that filling. I can smash it. You going right in the frying pan.
That
you going to eat about $758,000 frying pans for that big bitch.
It's 26 foot long, and that's the juvenile. That's the juvenile. They've never seen the actual adult. This
Are
is
they
only
sure that's not the adult?
yeah, because they check that's a they have the same because I think they measured against the other squids, and there's parts are still juvenile when they get the 26 footer.
Oh, okay.
So
Got
yeah,
it.
so they those are babies basically.
So you going to eat 37,000 frying pans for that one?
That's fine. Calamari not filling at all.
Hey
I can put that
JB,
whole-
JB, I'm not gonna need one frying pan in my apartment.
You know what? Just set it on fire. Just dig in the sand, and make a little pit, and boom, there you go.
A 30 foot long pit is 30.
It don't have to be the length. It doesn't have to be the length of the squid. It just needs to be
15 feet.
big enough. It just
If
needs
you
to be
fold it
big
in
enough.
half, it's 15 feet.
You gonna cut it? You ain't gonna need that. Give me a super big wok.
Hey, yo, Grizz.
So you talking about the
What's up,
lens
bro?
on the Hubble telescope?
Yeah, that big enough.
Hey JB,
Yeah.
some mice make me pee.
I could have went my whole lifetime without knowing that one.
But I feel you. I feel you though. One got
But-
that.
So wait a minute, let me give a better point of reference here, everybody, because the thing is you know it's fun to talk about, but I need to give a much better point of reference as I'm talking about this. You know, what we were calling it, calamari. Yeah. So let me give a much better point of reference so that you know it may be understood just a little bit more. Yeah, this right here.
Take a look at this incredible discovery from the deep sea. The footage shows a diver next to a strange-looking creature, which turns out to be a big fin squid, also known as Magnipina. What's amazing is that the squid in the video is not even an adult, just a juvenile. The real shocker comes when you zoom out and notice an even larger big fin squid in the background. This highlights just how enormous these creatures can get. Adult big fin squids are known to...
What the
That's
fuck
more
was that
than
called?
30
Fuck that Pina?
That looks like it was straight off the movie Alien.
It does, but that motherfucker's actually in the ocean right now.
That's more than 30 feet. I know how my boat
Well,
32 feet. Bigger than that.
The little one was maybe about 30 feet. But did you see
No,
the
he was
adult in the
bigger than 30
background?
feet.
He was bigger than
No,
30 feet.
He was bigger than 30 feet.
Did you see the adult in the background?
I don't even want to see the adult in the background. He is irrelevant. He does not matter right now. We're
saw
talking
that
about
big
the baby.
bitch.
No, we
That
seen the
big bitch
baby.
was like 5 times wider than the little one.
Man, that look.
Kind of look AI generated. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Yeah.
shit does look fake.
No, they real
my
things,
sporting
bro.
skill.
That's a big fin squid is a real thing. It's a
He
real
not
animal,
that
bro.
big though. He not.
Oh, they
that
big. Yeah, yes, they are.
I mean, did you see the diver? I mean, did you see the diver though?
Did
Have you
how
ever
tall
seen
that
Hey,
motherfucker
John,
was.
that was a
Wait a
brother.
minute. Have you ever seen a diver next to a killer whale?
Yeah, they look.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, and that's bigger than this killer whale. That motherfucker's. And now we saw the adult though. That motherfucker might be bigger than a sperm whale.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that. Fuck that.
So
My nervous pee would make that motherfucker pass out.
I think tonight we have referenced enough piss.
Hey, can we abolish his nervous pee?
We'll make a judgment on it. We'll make a judgment on it. All in favor of abolishing nervous pee. Put your
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I want to see. I want to see you. I want to see you with a pants smile base. You know what a pants smile is?
What is
Where
that?
you got that big U-shaped wet spot.
Hey, JB, that wet spot may be formed on the way to the motherfucking event.
You know what, JB, I'm gonna bring you up because I think we've already done. We fell off the rails. We didn't even roll off. We fell off the goddamn rails. So JB, why don't you let everybody know where they can find you at every single Monday night, my brother?
All right. First of all, great show. We abolished a lot of bullshit, but Monday, 8:05, the Grown Man Click podcast with me, Scott T, Richie Rich, my boy Van Gogh, and all of the usual cast of characters from Grizz, my girl Jay Nicole, and everybody that comes in and checks in on the Peanut Gallery. You can see us. We have fun. The topics are always off the hook. Like last week was the pleasure principle, and this week we haven't gotten a subject. But guess what? If you tune in on Monday at 8:05, you definitely will check us out. So please, Monday 8:05, the Grown Man Click podcast with me, my boy Scott T, Van Gogh, and Richie Rich, the Slut Gang CEO. Thanks, Grizz.
Of course, my brother. And Miss J. Nicole, can you please, because we about to walk into some real spring weather, so we need people about to put their shorts on, and you about to start to see just the ash tracks going up their legs. So how about you tell them how they can get rid of that?
Yes. Today is the day, people. We have new product in. We have it. We are restocked. Along with some new shower gels, we have a honey almond, an exotic grapefruit that smells so good. And I'm not just saying this, it smells good. It smells good. And a rosemary. And yes, I know you want for the guys, I know you want to wear your little hoochie daddy shorts. Go on, get your little butter, get your legs looking nice and good, ladies. Ooh, RMPA is on my timeline. Look at that. Listen, and for the ladies, yes, you gotta be looking good in your sunglasses. You can't be out here with an ashy back and ashy elbows and heels. Listen, come get your butter. Come get your scrubs. Guys, come get your beard oils. Come get your butters and your scrubs.
Get your butter.
Get your butter. And fellas, if you wear them fucking shorts, I'm a bitch shame you. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. I will be bitch shaming you. But John, any words of wisdom for the people out here in Grizzly Land?
Thank you. Fuck it. That's all I got. Just say fuck it. The more people embrace the term fuck it, the more freer people will be.
Yes. And see, me personally, I would much rather they embrace this.
Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
I wish I could say that to people at work.
You can, John. You
Send them the link to their phone.
I wish I could airdrop people just randomly, like.
But
You
brother,
sir,
Bates,
you
we
need to shut the fuck up all the way to Shut the Fuck Up Mountain.
Brother Bates, we need some words of wisdom from my brother, like no other.
Well, I was gonna wait and surprise everybody, but May the 1st, 2026, I'm going to be going up in space with like 12 other Negroes. We're going to be using the first cardboard spaceship to go up. It's going to be unlimited bottles of Naughty Head and weed and enormous amount of gummies. And we're going to go up there for about 3 months to see how life with Negroes in a cardboard box is going to be able to inhabit without killing each other.
You're talking about going to outer space without leaving the planet.
Yeah, because it sounds like you can get there without, with the shit you talking about taking with you. You can get there without ever getting in any vehicle. Shit.
Well, they're gonna tie a rope on it and spin around the street on North Avenue, and you're gonna get that space. You'll get that space feel.
Wait a minute.
Oh my Lord!
I gotta ask this question because even with the amount of knowledge in my head, do you actually know what liquor Naughty Head is?
I drank it.
What is it?
It's a drink that makes your head naughty.
No, but what is it? Is it a whiskey? Is it a vodka? Is it a?
It is a Naughty Head is a whiskey.
Okay.
It's old school. It's back there with
Is that
Boom
literally
Farm.
the name of it?
Well, I mean that's what we call it on the street.
But I want to know what it is because I want a bottle just to
Wasn't
have
that
a bottle.
wait a minute, wasn't that shit?
I'm about to pull it up.
Wasn't that, god damn it? I used to cook with that shit. What was it called?
Crisco?
Oh man, I used to put my steaks in it. I used to marinate my steaks in it. Oh damn it.
Hey, JB.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Naughty Head
Is a gin.
It's a gin. It's a gin.
Is a gin. I just looked it up for the first time.
It's
Seagram's.
Seagram's Extra Dry Gin.
It's Seagram's gin. Only in Baltimore do they call it Naughty Head.
Naughty Head.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Because you drink that the next morning and your hair all knotted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, JB, it was naughty already. It just the naughty head tighten up your curls.
Yeah, they got a little drier, just a little drier.
You know what's funny, Base? The one drink that I do not drink because I cannot stand is gin.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm not a gin drinker either. No,
I don't like gin. Gin tastes like dirty licorice, and it just don't do nothing for me.
Yeah, I'm not a. Now, let me ask you, JB, are you a shot drinker? I just saw you taking shots.
Well, I do drink shots, but it's usually straight liquor. It's not like mixed shots.
Okay.
Like I was actually drinking tequila.
Okay.
And I can't fuck with tequila.
You've been drinking the wrong one.
Well, we gonna have the rest of this conversation offline because everybody don't need to know our drinking preferences. That ain't their goddamn business. Y'all being too nosy right now. Y'all being too nosy.
Yeah, because I wanna know the drink that make y'all pee.
Water.
Alcohol.
Water.
Yeah,
But you know what?
water makes me pee more than anything else.
Why are we talking about piss again? What happened?
All
What's
right,
we
we're
doing?
done with
You
that.
know what?
Listen,
I'm getting
keep
ready
bringing
to.
up
You know
please.
what? I want everybody to like, share, and subscribe to the content because it helps the channel to grow. Please make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified each and every time we upload. And I'm going to be uploading a brand new Teddy file, so make sure you go over to the Teddy files and you go over there and you like, share, subscribe over there as well. Because I'm going to be talking about this on the next Teddy Files. This is Latafa Atlas, and this is a 1.85 ounce bottle. And you know why it's only 1.85 ounces? Because if you spray more than 2 sprays, you're going to blow up the goddamn room. That's how strong this spray is.
Oh, you know, real quick, let me now that you're talking about fragrances, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys heard of that air freshener called Ozium?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so since we work in a confined area, every now and then we'll spray our area down just to purify the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So this one woman came walking by our little work shack. She's like, "Oh, I like that cologne you're wearing." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, okay, thanks. I appreciate your compliment.
Say thanks. Just say thanks. You ain't got to say no more than that. Just say thanks.
No, I do that a lot, Gritz. And some things, like I had people like thanking me for shit, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I don't remember, but I'm like, okay, cool, thanks.
Thank you. That's it.
Smell,
That's all you got to say.
smell clean for the first time. That's all, John.
That's
She
it.
smells
That's
the
it.
air of clean.
That's it.
No, she said
You know,
cologne.
everybody?
I know, but I'm
We-
saying Ozium is a smell that reminds you of a clean room or a clean
Yeah, it's a
house.
lemongrass type. Yeah.
Everybody, we shutting this down. We're gonna keep talking
called,
until we get to the end of it. So
I thought you
I'm
were talking
gonna
about
bring
another one
it
called
in.
hosing them.
We bringing it down. I
Jesus.
will see y'all later.
Hit the button.
You already know.
Good night, everybody.
Shut your black ass mouth. Shut your
Night.
black ass mouth.
Sophisticated, grisly, mostly passion, caution, dedication, caution, fragrance, summer leader, caution, deal is Teddy, it's time, caution, deal is Teddy. Grizzly, sex appealed, caution, passion, caution, dedication.
I watched
Right,
this
we
ball.